And Rollout are still very much in an early stage. The only country with approval for Symvess right now for the vascular trauma is in the US. Israel could potentially become the next country to approve Symvess, with a decision potentially arriving in late 2026 or early 2027. Saudi Arabia appears to be at an earlier stage, with current efforts focused on clinical evaluation programs, hospital outreach, and a commercial partnership discussion, meaning any potential approval would come later and remains uncertain at this stage. And with all of this in mind, I've alluded to this in the last video, where one of the things to be mindful of is that this is not something that can be easily administered to patients. Like we can see with the example in Saudi Arabia, it requires a lot of discussion, it requires training, it requires physician education, hospital onboarding, and real-world experience before it can be rolled out globally. It will take time to be administered to patients. It's not something that can be administered very quickly, like an intravenous injection, for example, and monetized very quickly in that way, because there is this need to train medical staff. And because of this lag time between the approval of the treatment by the FDA and the need to upskill and train medical staff, sales haven't been as fluid as desired. As a result, even with regulatory process and growing international interest, which we've seen on this map, commercial uptake may be gradual rather than exponential in the near term, and this is something which is really important to be mindful of if you're considering an investment in Humacyte.